Hello YouTube, this is the Sim Basketball Operator bringing you an NBA 2K13 Association commentary, and we are at the All-Star break / trade deadline, and I'm just showing you the Rookie Challenge, or the Rising Stars Challenge. All three of our rookies or sophomores are on the same team. As you can see, Dion Waiters started for the Elites, did a decent job, nothing very spectacular. Tyler Zeller also was on this team, came off the bench. Ben McLemore played a lot, but he didn't do that well. It's nice to see that I got three key players, showing that this is a young team, and it's just only going to get better. Now I'm going to show you the All-Star game. So you see the East dominated the West. Chris Paul actually didn't start because I think he is injured, and he signed with the Houston Rockets. So Jeremy Lin was moved to the bench. I'm not sure how he took that, but we're going to go over to the Eastern All-Stars. See, Dwight Howard is on the Pistons, so that's why he's back in the East. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving was the sixth man for the East and did a very good job, and that's really nice to see. And also the player that I'm going to acquire to fill the small forward position also made the Eastern All-Star team. And it's actually not anyone who I showed last time in the trade finder scenarios. And I'm not going to give up that Celtics first round pick. They're the worst team in the league, but I want a player that's already proven. So while Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker might be able to contribute right away, I plan to contend this season and next season. So I'm going to go out and acquire Paul George. And I'm going to take both their first round picks for the next 2 years. This gives me a late first round pick to kind of fill in my bench. So I like this trade. Gave up Alonzo G. Not too sad about it because I got Paul George. Paul George is a great player. I actually switched him to the small forward position, and it turns out he rises 2 more overall points. So he's a better fit at the small forward position. He's also 6'10". It helps out in the size issues because Thompson is 6'8", so he's not that big of a power forward. See Paul George. He may not resign with us, who knows, but I hope he does. I hope playing in Cleveland convinces him. As you can see, he's having a pretty good year, averaging around 16 points. He's got some nice signature skills. I think he's got, let's see here. He's got active hands, interceptor, highlight film. And I think next year he'll acquire one more, which is the lockdown defender. So that can really help us out a lot. You can see Kevin Garnett, even though he's going to retire at the end of the season, was traded to the Spurs for DeJuan Blair and Danny Green. So that means the Spurs have Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. And then my suspicions were confirmed. They hired Dwayne Casey and fired Doc Rivers. So the Celtics are in for a load of overhaul, and it's just going to be a completely different team. Sad to see their big three break up that way. So now, looking at the Heat, who we are going to play in our next game, I was looking forward to seeing Paul George versus LeBron James until LeBron James decided that this is the 1 year that he's going to miss a lot of time due to a broken jaw. But there will be no return of the King because he's very happy in Miami, and his morale shows that he's most likely going to re-sign with the Miami Heat. So let's prove to LeBron that we're now a better team than his old team was.
And there, a bit earlier, the Heat getting mentally and physically ready. We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And State Farm presents the starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Anderson Varejao?
Well, I think what Varejao tries to do is wear down his opponent, both mentally and physically. He gets in your head with his constant movement and his bumping and grabbing. But he also really understands what he's trying to do offensively, which is roll to the rim, catch the ball on the move, and finish plays either in transition or in offensive rebounding situations.
Yeah, you know what? It goes beyond that. He'll make you work wherever he is on the floor by boxing you out.
Alright. I have to say, Dwayne Wade has one of the best pregame warm-ups out of all the players in 2K, maybe aside from Kevin Garnett. And as you can see, the Heat are starting. Ooh, Dwayne Wade missing a dunk. Chris Bosh there on the rebound. But I have to say, Dwayne Wade has the best celebrations, and the Miami Heat are starting Nick Young. And Dwayne Wade is still sure picking up the slack from LeBron, catching that over the head alley-oop, real nice. Miami Heat are still lethal in this game without LeBron. Here running a play for Paul George, he's going against Nick Young, their replacement. He is the definition of a chucker. That's Nick Young for you. He just chucks up shots and doesn't really care how he gets it. He just loves points, he loves scoring. And sure enough, he just took most of the Miami Heat shots and mainly made it easy for us to defend the Miami Heat. They didn't go to Bosh enough. Nice pass from Dion Waiters to Dominic McGuire. And then nice pass to Tyler Zeller, showing us some close range jumpers. And then here's Dion Waiters pulling up for 3. So we're just hitting them with a barrage of shots. And turnovers are still a problem for this team. And the Miami Heat are still one of the best at jumping the passing lanes. Here's Nick Young, but get that out of here. But Udonis Haslem collects the rebound. Here's Dwayne Wade slashing to the hoop. Get that out of here. Hand it off to Kyrie. I see Ben McLemore over the head pass. Nice finish. Good hands. Good connection. And this team is really flowing. Really nice. We have a pretty lethal lineup if we move Paul George to the power forward. I'm going to try to make him a better rebounder so we won't have such a problem there when he's at power forward. And nice dunk by Tristan Thompson, showing us that athleticism, getting Udonis Haslem in his poster. And I have to show you this. This is really nice. American Airlines Arena. Nice view of the city. But I have to say, after playing this game, Paul George is a great fit. He can shoot, and then what's more is that here's another guy that can drive to the hoop and dunk. And what's great is that Paul George, Kyrie Irving, Dion Waiters, and Ben McLemore all have A, outside shooting and A, perimeter defense. Here's Kyrie hitting a little runner in the lane. All of our weapons clicking. And this kind of changes my perspective about the future at our center position. Because when you have guys that can make moves like that, we're just looking for a defensive player. Here's Kyrie making, I think, was it Norris Cole or Mario Chalmers looking stupid. And here's an interesting possession. Shane Battier, see we have Paul George at the 4. Battier played the 4 for them as well. Tips it. McLemore picks it up, tries to throw it ahead to George, but Battier gets back in the play and tips it. And then Wade's going to kick it over to their 3-point chucker, Nick Young. And he makes us pay. And then here's Dwayne Wade. No more alley-oops. Here comes Paul George.
Right side, George.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man. Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
Yeah, a breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
It's almost unfair, guys. I mean, when you can get up that high, that's crazy.
And some changes here for the...
And that's Paul George for you, with probably the dunk of the association, pretty much bringing it all the way back and kicking the basketball and just throwing it down with such force over Battier. I mean, that's the great thing about Paul George. He is a walking highlight reel. That's why he has that highlight film, signature skill. And here, it's still a 3-point game. The Heat just won't go away. They got enough pieces. Here's McLemore using that shot creator signature skill to get the fadeaway to go. And then here's McGuire showing you how cheesy the double tap B is. Hitting the McGuire shake now. Actually, no, I'm still keeping it the Waiters shake. Now we're forcing a miss. Our lead is up to 9. This is good. Dion Waiters hitting the spin, jumper, layup, whatever you want to call it, in the lane. Now we're handing it off to Kyrie. Kyrie's going to dance on Mario Chalmers. Behind the back, running into a wall. Crossover, behind the back, gather, and making it rain from 3. Let's go. Now we have a 13-point lead. The Miami Heat are gassed because they don't have LeBron. Here's Paul George knocking over Dwayne Wade like a bowling pin. As you can see, he has 17 points. And his skills on offense and defense are very welcomed in Cleveland. Not so much in Miami. Handing it off to Tristan Thompson with another poster over Chris Bosh. Tristan Thompson's become a very good player, very good paint protector using that eraser signature skill. Maybe he can get one more like defensive anchor, or actually no, he already has hustle points, so that's all good. Here's Dwayne Wade. Surprised he didn't fall out of bounds. He ran to that invisible wall on the sideline. Ben McLemore gets the steal. Up to Samardo. Samardo getting on the dunk action. And he decides to get a little fancy with it, throwing it down reverse style. And here's a long replay. See, 2K still has that invisible wall. I don't know where Mike Miller's trying to set that screen. Here's Dwayne Wade spinning. You gotta be really careful about those spins. I've had that happen a lot in my career, and I still haven't managed to avoid it. But nice connection from Irving to our 12th man, Samardo Samuels. Don't expect him to be on the team next year. I expect to use one of those picks to get a more defensive-minded center. Here's Bosch missing a quick mid-range. Again, we are attacking. We have now a 19-point lead. We are just putting it on the end of the third, fourth quarter. Passing over to Paul George. He's going to spin and go reverse, getting the and one. Paul George is a beast. He is amazing. I'm not sure if he's better at the small forward, the shooting guard position. He was going against Nick Young this game. I contemplated putting him on Dwayne Wade, but I decided against it. But Dwayne Wade still got his points, slashing to the basket. But this game's pretty much over. Still around a 20-point lead. Nick Young missing again. Kyrie on the rebound. Up to Dion Waiters, and he gets a poster. Let's see how high his vertical was. I gave Dion Waiters Nikes. I don't know why, just so it looked good on him. I forgot which ones I gave him. 32.4 inches, not bad. So here we go. Kyrie getting another rebound. Great thing about Kyrie is now he's become more of a distributor here, but he's still the unquestioned closer and leader. And Dion Waiters is one of our scorers. So yep, we won by 24. Pretty convincing win. But again, there was no LeBron James. And LeBron can really make up those 24 points using his offensive, defensive, and rebounding skills. We took a game against the Heat on their home court. Disappointing there was no LeBron. But hey, what can you do? So thanks for staying me with this long. Hope you stayed this whole video. Please tell me what you thought about the Paul George trade. Kyrie Irving's our MVP. Nick Young led them with 22 points, but he shot 10 for 25 from the field and 2 for 9 from deep. Dwayne Wade, we shut down a little bit, held him under 33% shooting, which is good. Bosch actually had 6 for 10, but he had to create those himself. His teammates weren't really giving him the ball. Mario Chalmers had 9 points, 10 assists, but he had 5 turnovers. And he shot 3 for 12 from the field, so that's not that good. Looking at their other players, Udonis Haslem was a little bit of a problem. He has that mid-range jumper. Their rookie Dario Saric and Shane Battier. And they also had Reggie Evans, who was a huge pain in the butt on the rebounding end. Dion Waiters led the Cavaliers with 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Tyler Zeller actually had 22 points and 6 rebounds. Paul George had 20 points and 4 rebounds. So we have a lot of weapons. Tristan Thompson had 15 points, 8 rebounds. Kyrie Irving, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 16 assists. The 3 turners don't even matter, just how well he was distributing. Ben McLemore off day, 3 for 12 shooting with 7 points. And I think everyone else scored. So, yep, our team is really shaping. Make a good run at the title this year. And if we don't get it, hey, we got enough picks, enough cap room to improve. So, again, please leave your thoughts on the Paul George trade. And now we got to start thinking about what we want to do at the center position, because our team is progressing faster than Tyler Zeller's individually progressing. So yes, this is a Sim Basketball Operator. More NBA 2K13 Association videos to come. And I will see you guys next time.